We're joined with junior quarterback Tucker Kilcrease, and we'll just go ahead and turn it over for questions.
Hey Tucker, it's Josh at the messenger. Can you just talk about kind of what the difference was there in the fourth quarter? How you feel like you guys really started to hit your stride?
I really thought we were playing decently well the whole entire game. We were moving the ball, but it kind of just felt like every drive we were doing something to hurt ourselves. And I think once we got in that fourth quarter, we had to look at each other and be like, hey, let's just take this one play at a time. Each play has its own story, and just go play as hard as humanly possible and play hard for each other. And let's just see what happens.
Hey Tucker, this is Davis from WSFA. How much confidence did that fourth quarter give you guys?
I mean, it was a good feeling, but I believe it was something we always believed we could do this whole entire time. But it's just, does give you more confidence just seeing it happen. And I think just the team winning the game in general through adversity and staying together was really the most confidence. That we could all look at each guy on offense, defense, or any guy playing special teams, and we could say, hey, like, we got each other no matter what through any situation.
Tucker, what have you seen from South on in terms of their defense?
They play really hard. They're a good football team. They've had some close games this year, and they had a close one last week too. They're a really talented team. They play really hard with great effort, and I think we just got to go out there and match that effort this weekend.
Tuck, you're a local guy. You've been around this rivalry and this game, and this doesn't get played on a Saturday very often.
Mm-mm.
It's usually a midweek game. So what's the vet, the battle for the belt on a Saturday? Just what's the message to the Troy fans and the students about the atmosphere needed for this weekend?
Let's just come out and have fun. Like we're about to play as hard as we can and as much as we can for each other, but we're also not don't just play hard for each other just for the team. We do it for the city because we know how much this city loves football, and this football team also loves this city.
Sarah has a question. Her microphone doesn't work, so we asked for her. Help her out. She says, "What has been most helpful to you so far in this transition from with Goose going out to you kind of taking over into a bigger role?"
It really has nothing to do just with me, but it has everything to do with the team and the guys around me. It doesn't matter on what side of the ball they play. Like they come up to me and let me know like, hey, like we believe in you and we believe in this football team. And it helps when you have such a team that is so close and loves each other so much that like we all believe that no matter who's out there at any position that we all believe and love each other, that we know we're gonna go get the job done at any means possible.
Tucker, how do you feel like you guys practiced over the bye? I know some teams, when you have a big win like that, you want to kind of just go into the next week. Obviously, with the bye week, you guys get healthier. How do you guys continue that momentum that you guys had on the field, though, too?
We're just on a path to better. We don't look behind us or to our side. We look straight away and say, how can we get better this week individually, and how can we get better for Troy? So I think when you look at it that way, and the only thing you're looking at is getting better each week for yourself and for the team. It's easy. You just got to take it day by day and say, wake up every morning and say, how can I get better today for this team?
Coach Parker kind of hit on it all off season and even into the spring. This starts a stretch of 5 games against conference opponents who beat you guys last year.
Yeah.
As a player perspective, obviously you got to kind of stay grounded a little bit and not focused on that too much. But I think there still has to be some side of you where there's a little bit of a revenge factor, and you guys play with that. Can you just talk about how the locker room has kind of addressed that going into this 5-game stretch against teams that you guys kind of had circled?
Well, we just have to stay connected. We got to be the football team that loves each other more than them. And when you are that way, you want to play even harder than your opponent, not just for yourself, but for the team. So I think that's one thing that's going to keep this team together. It's just how connected we are and how much we all love each other, no matter what side of the ball you're on or what position you play. I think the love that this team has for each other is what's going to really help us throughout this next stretch.
And sprint it over. We'll turn it over for questions. It's senior linebacker Jordan Stringer. told them they were going to be 3 minutes. So they might have stepped away and taken a break. Just I'll get us kicked off. Just you've been around this game for many years on this team, and Saturday against South Alabama in the Vet. Just what are the vibes? What's the mood around the team, and about getting a big crowd and a good atmosphere on Saturday?
It don't get no better than that, man. Playing a rival game on a Saturday night game, it's gonna be a good battle, a great battle. Going against a good offense, experienced offense, and I can't wait to see what our fans do this weekend and come out and support us.
The defense came up with big stop after big stop in that comeback against Buffalo. 3 straight 3-and-outs after the offense scored. Coach Parker elected to punt, I think with about 4 minutes to go, and you guys responded with another 3-and-out to get the ball back, which ended up being the game winner. Just the defensive performance and what you guys came together and did in that fourth quarter.
It was definitely something fantastic, man, and we just kept fighting. And we knew that game was far from over. And as you can see on our sideline, nobody thought that game was over, even when it was 17-0 in the fourth quarter. We just kept fighting. And I told my defense, we're going to fight till it hit 0 on that clock. And that's what we did. And I couldn't be more proud of what we did as a whole unit, from D-line to defensive backs to linebacker. We all played together. Even like the whole fourth quarter, the whole defense was standing up on the sideline supporting the offense. Like, it was sometimes where I'm going to Coach Parker on those big fourth downs, hey, what we got here? Like, I just wanted to know, like, that's how tuned in we was that game. And it's exciting to see how much we've grown in 4 games and continue to grow.
A question from Sarah. She said, what has the focus look like from the defense during the bye week up and through this weekend and into this game?
It's just been, honestly, the bye week was more so about Troy, getting back to our roots, getting back to what we do best. We definitely had days where we planned them early and got to get ahead, but those first couple of days were just about us getting our body back ready, getting our mental back ready, and what's the goal? Yeah, we play South. It's a big rivalry, but it's also the first conference game, and that's what we're looking at too. It's not just about who we're playing. It's where we at in our season now. It's straight 8 conference games, and we got to go 8-0, and South's the first one, so now we got to go 1-0 this week. So that's really been the main thing, just trying to get better with ourselves and understanding that it's bigger than South this week. It's conference week.
Speaking a little bit specifically at South, big weapons at receiver, big weapons at running back. What do you guys have to do defensively against a team like that, like South, that's got a pretty good offense?
Like I said, they're very experienced offense, very good. We got to stop the run. They're going to run the ball, and we know that. And they're very explosive receiver. Number one, he's a dog. I give him his credit. I think got like 40-some catches, almost like 500 yards already within 5 games. That's pretty impressive. So we got to know where he's at all time, and we got to stop the run. They got experience back. Number 3, Botwell, he's a good back. And so, like I said, we got to stop the run and know we're number 1 at all time. Very experienced offense.
Jordan, you're a veteran on this team. What is it like playing in a game against South when you're playing that battle for the belt? The emotions, the fans, everything that goes into it. What's it like?
It's a linebacker dream, man. Knowing that it's going to be a good game, knowing that you're going against a good offense. It's a rival. It's a home game. So all those emotions are flying. But one thing Coach Parker says is you can have emotions, but don't be emotional. And I think that's something we got to control this week. It's a rival game, and there's going to be a lot of emotion stirring up, but we can't let that affect the game. Like, it's okay to be pumped up about it, but we got to stay disciplined. I think that's going to be the biggest thing. The team who wins this game is the ones who's going to be more disciplined, and that's what I'm going to be preaching all week to the team.
Coach Parker said he thought walking off the field in Mobile last year and that loss against South was kind of rock bottom for him at Troy so far. How far do you think you guys have come since that moment?
We've come very far. That moment right there, it's crazy because I was at his house this past weekend watching some football with him, and we talked about that moment, and it was a hard moment for him, just knowing that we hadn't lost in 6 years prior to that. So that L, he kind of felt that when I told him, though, like, even Saturday I told him, like, we're not the same team we were last year. You're not the same coach you were last year. So just knowing that we all took strides, him as coaching, us as players, as a team. And I think that's the biggest thing going into this week, just the difference we are as a team heading into this belt week.